Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Yes, welcome back to IJSTIPS. Yeah, to be honest, I've really missed posting videos here. I've really missed it. Just that a lot has really been happening with me, so it is really difficult to balance up everything. But I'm actually looking for a way to balance up everything because I actually want to take YouTube serious and also as something I can also make some money from. So I'm gonna try to balance it up. So guys, I want to thank you all for your engagements, support and everything on this channel. Even though I've not been really active, I see you guys comment, likes, everything and whatever, and I'm thankful and I appreciate it all. I appreciate it. So I've really been seeing these comments, and you guys have been asking me to explain this basketball option concerning the smallest winning margin and largest winning margin. So let's get right into it. So as it is, you can only see this option on Russian bookies such as 1xbet, Pari and 22bet, and bookies like that. You can't see options like this on Sportybet or Bet King and the rest, or Bet Naija. No. So we're on 1xbet already. Go to basketball. So guys, be mindful that you will not always see these options on all basketball games or on all basketball leagues, but you can always see it in the NBA and some, how do I say it, some basketball leagues like the Euro League, Spain, and France, and all those basketball leagues that have high whatever. So we go to NBA. So go to this. So I'm just gonna highlight it so that we can. So actually there are two. Oh fuck off. So actually there are two options, which is the largest winning margin at any break between quarters and smallest winning margin at any break between quarters. And today I'll be talking about the smallest winning margin at any break between quarters, and probably in the next video I will talk about the largest winning margin. But the thing here is that when you watch this video concerning the smallest winning margin, it's actually the same way you can use it to calculate for the largest winning margin, but I will still make a video. Despite that, I'm still going to make a video so that it will be easy for whoever that wants to get clarification and all those stuff. So let's talk about this. So smallest winning margin at any break between quarters, this option, actually this option is is an option that is quite complicated. It's not like our regular normal option that you understand straight away, like the corners or over 1.5 or unders or straight win or google or whatever. So it's quite complicating, and is an option that have this high and low probability. It doesn't have a specific winning rate. It's something that is just how will I say, neutral. It's something that you can decide to play and to come true for you. It's something that you can decide not to play at all. But for me, is an option that I have quite overlooked because I look at it and I be like, I don't actually know the probability. But when I started trying it out, when I knew how to calculate the market option, it gave me that clarification that is an option that you just have to keep trying. You just have to have that mindset that okay, yes, this option can come true for me, and is an option that I love because of the odds are quite good. So even if you pick like 3 or 4 games, you can be getting a good amount of odds. If you're someone that stake high, you can just pick two. The calculation is quite different, and I'm going to show you how to calculate it today. So I'm going to use a ticket that I have played, so that it will be quite easy to understand. So let's go here. So this is 6 games gave me 37 odds, which is quite amazing. It's quite amazing that you pick few games and you get higher odds. So the 6 games did quite well, and it was only one that spoiled it, which is very heartbreaking. And to be honest with you, this same Miami Heat, they really spoiled a lot of things for me. I posted these 4 odds on my Telegram group, and it was still this same Detroit vs Miami Heat that spoiled it. Imagine one game, the same game, spoiling 2 tickets. Is quite devastating and heartbreaking, seriously. But whatever, that's bet for you. I will be talking about the first game, that's Charlotte and Philadelphia. I will talk about the calculation so that you know why this game came true, and I will talk about the second one, that's Detroit vs Miami Heat, so that you know why the second game did not come true. So okay guys, so this is how the calculation will be for Charlotte vs Philadelphia. So as you can see, I've arranged the table, that's from first quarter, second quarter, third quarter and fourth quarter. So watching the table, you have to go through the table so that you understand how how the calculation went through from the first to fourth quarter. For Charlotte vs Philadelphia, they had 108, home had 108, away had 121. So now I'm calculating for the smallest winning margin at any break between quarters over 2.5, and over 2.5 simply means 3 or more. You get. So for the first quarter here, we had 23 and 31. So to calculate the first quarter and to know the margin in the first quarter, it will be 23 minus 31, and you have minus 8. You get. So now we have 8 already. Actually, in this option, I will say that if the first quarter already goes well for you, I feel like others can really go well for you, because if they actually have a draw in the first quarter, just know that the game has, like, there's no need of calculate, just know that it have spoiled, because anything 0 is the lowest. You get, is the lowest, except is for the largest winning margin. Then you know that okay, there is hope that you can get the largest winning margin. But for the smallest winning margin, anything from the first quarter and they have draw, and you calculate it, let me say they have 23 minus 23 is 0. Just know that the game have is over. So 23 minus 31 is 8, so you have a margin of 8 here. That's good. So in the second quarter consists of 26 points and 23 points. So we're gonna calculate 23 plus 26, 31 plus 23. That's combination of the first quarter points and second quarter points. So 23 plus 26 will give you 49, 31 plus 23 will give you 54. Now you minus, to get the margin from the second quarter, it will be 49 minus 54, that's 5. This is good. Okay, so now we go to the third quarter. You're gonna get the results from the second quarter and add it to the results of the third quarter points. So now we have here the third quarter point consists of 30 points and 41 points. So now we have 49 plus 30, 54 plus 41. That is giving us 79, 95. That's 79 minus 95 will give you minus 16. Good. Now the margin for the third quarter is minus 16. We go to the fourth quarter, which consists of 29 and 26 points. So we get the results of the third quarter added calculations, and you add the 79 plus 29, 95 plus 26. Now this we get 105, 121, and we minus it, that subtract it, and we having minus 16. So actually the good thing here is that we have -8, we have -5, we have -16, we have -16. So the thing here that made us to win this game, that's for the first points for the first game here, that's for the Charlotte vs Philadelphia, is -5. Yes, -5. So if that we actually had points like 8, 16, 16, this game will not come true, because the smallest point there, there was no smallest point there. Again, there was no smallest point there. So the smallest points here, the smallest winning margin here is -5, and that's why the game came true. So the smallest winning margin here is -5. So if you can take your time, you go through the calculations, you will understand how it works. So I've covered up the first game. So now let's go to the second game, so you understand why it did not come true. And this is so painful, because this is the only game that spoiled these 37 odds, which is just so heartbreaking. Yeah. So here we have Detroit vs Miami. As I've explained before, I've arranged the table from the first quarter to the fourth quarter, but here they had overtime, so the quarters got extended to 5 quarters. So you can go through the table, study it on your own. So still calculating from it, as I explained before, as I explained for the first game, just use it to calculate this. You will see that this game here was like, even I watched this game yesterday night, and it was so terrible, like very terrible, that I knew that Miami just did so bad, like so bad, seriously. In short, I knew that from the first quarter this game was gone already, because they had 32, they had 33 and 32. 33 minus 32 is 1. What's 1 margin going to, like, the margin here is 1, and what are you going to use 1 to do? You get. And the second margin, that's for the second quarter margin, they had 4. The third quarter margin, they had 16. The fourth quarter margin, they had 0. Oh my god. The fifth quarter margin, they had 1. Like, oh my god, like, it's so terrible, like so terrible that there was no hope. There was no hope at all. Okay guys, so that is how to calculate smallest winning margin at any break between quarters. Seriously, this option is unique, is amazing, and I will say that I've played it 3 times now, and I've had, how do I say it, just one cut, which is quite heartbreaking, because I play for smallest winning margin and largest winning margin. I will say that when it comes to the NBA, the NBA is good for smallest winning margin, because I don't know, it tends to work better than the largest winning margin. Then when it comes to other leagues, I would say largest winning margin is very good for other basketball leagues. So guys, that's it. I hope what I have explained, how I've calculated, will help you guys understand the market option better, and I hope you guys please subscribe, engage on my videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.